This is a Nuke Ops round aboard DeltaV server on the Lighthouse Station. They have decided to declare war after weighing their options. I don't know how to read that, but there's the Warops message. We are 20 minutes in, and that is a very interesting looking background. They have left pretty much as soon as they could after declaring war and are now drifting through space. Seems like bringing the chemistry supplies onto the shuttle is the new standard for at least Warops. It appears that they have purchased one human reinforcement. I don't know how DeltaV prices work. I don't know their balance, so it's really hard for me to commentate on these things, but people want to see DeltaV Nuke Ops, so I am showing DeltaV Nuke Ops. So they have flown to a salvage wreck or ruins, whatever these are called, after like a few minutes of FTLing. There seems to be some confusion amongst the group, and it looks like the ship may have just left them as well. Little confused what they're doing. I think there is just some confusion in general. Cargo shuttle seems to only be boarded by one salvager. I don't know if DeltaV has salvagers. I think they do. They at least have the salvage armor. I don't think this is gonna go well for them, but they are trying to beg for their life. Either they're going to kill this person and leave the shuttle stranded out here, or just strand the shuttle and leave them here. They actually took their headset off. That's a really smart bargaining option. There's nothing for them to yell about at this point. A good roleplay. We like seeing that. Knife tossed in the space. Mini bomb blowing up the shuttle. This is not going to be able to be flown anymore. Are they taking a hostage, or are they going to make them just stay stranded out here? That'd be brutal. They are being left behind. They have boarded onto the station. They're destroying power generation, starting with the tag, which the tag does look like it was set up. Plasma being dispersed into space. C4 going on the substation next to gravity should take it out. Little bit of a C4 confusion. They kind of blew themselves up a little bit. Skipped ahead a little bit, a few minutes, and they are now at the bridge, breaking into the bridge windows. Two reinforced windows, really not going to slow them down. It's also, interestingly, not a single fire lock in here, so the entire bridge is just super susceptible to getting annihilated by one window breaking. They just got an anomalous infection. Bit of a confusion between whether they want to push further or fall back. There has been literally no fighting at this point, and they have been on around the station for over 16 minutes now without actually engaging anyone directly. It looks like they're here to just steal the nuke, though, which I think you need to put the disc in to unanchor it on at least Wisden. Okay, it looks like there's some confusion here about how moving the nuke works anymore. Considering they have intentionally destroyed all the power, and I want you all to actually be able to see what's happening, the first group of people are actually starting to react to the sounds, and this looks like a engineer or some security officer. It's hard to tell with all the stuff they have on. They just kind of got unceremoniously sprayed down. I saw they got a all-access card. Seems like somebody on the crew added additional walls to medical, completely walling them off, and I mean, that's smart. It lets the Nukie's not able to see inside, and the power is out pretty much everywhere other than like security, and obviously somehow there's power down here too. But this is where the beginning of the massive fighting has started. A few people who are in bad positions have gotten gunned down. So laser shots look interesting. They actually go through doors. They look like Disabler style projectiles, but they actually can go through windows, so that's something I'm also not used to. Once again, even after... Oh, that was really cool. The anomaly that just pulsed all of the shutter doors as they were leaving doesn't really affect them, but that was really cool to see. They seemingly are just reboarding back to where they were. I'm not entirely sure what retreating to the ship did. I guess just to talk and discuss it in a safe place, which also is fair. They are now heading around towards the AI, which... I guess DeltaV at this point in the replay doesn't have AI or didn't have AI, which I guess also explains why they haven't been spotted, because on Wisden or any server with AI, they would have been spotted the second they started even touching outside the station, like at Atmos, they would have been called out, destroying the crew monitor server. After all this time, they have reboarded onto the west side of the station, which is just directly west of Medbay, just a small hallway walk around from where they were originally. They're now going to logistics, which I'm assuming is just this game's version of cargo. Also, is that just... I don't even want to know how that janitor got in there and died. That's tragic. Some makeshift barricades set up by the crew, inflatable barricades set up in this tower defense-like pattern. It's a pretty common thing you see during Warops. There are people at logistics, I guess this is called, not cargo. Some ammo boxes and stuff, but no real, like, defense force here. Just kind of basically, like, just AFK people. There's a few with a bomb suit and some handguns, but they're no match against the Nukies, and due to darkness, that person there is actually not visible, so I'll turn the lights on just for this. So you can actually see what they see. It's a very dark fight. Station looks like it pretty much utterly lost power at this point. The main crew defense is running off of flares. Tragic. I'm not entirely sure how the quartermaster got a blood red. Maybe a sleeper agent or something happened at this point, because none of the Nukies have died, so I don't know where that suit came from. The RPG from the armory. The RPG actually managed to down a Jug suit and a Nukie, which is rather surprising. I guess the RPG just does that much damage and can get through the explosive resist. Also, that was some big-time friendly fire right there. The commander just gunned down a fellow operative. So now 3 Nukies after that initial fight just got crit from that, which is a pretty bad fight for the Nukies, but they're still just kind of sliding on through and downing people, even with these good laser sight lines. Another Nukie down. Space Wind making this fight very confusing. Anytime a door opens, people just kind of get flung around like crazy. I'm not even entirely sure how many are standing at this point. Oh, it looks like they are already immediately reviving each other, so it seems like the Nukies are to come out of this honestly just fine. They don't have acidifiers, I believe. They mentioned not having them earlier in the round, so they potentially can save every single one of them. Explosive grenade tearing out the firelocks. Space Wind just yanking everything through the station. Seems like almost all of the Nukies are back on their feet at least, and oh my god. Speaking of them taking too long, the anomaly, holy shit. The anomaly just super crit, and that they are beyond dead. So after all of that, the only loss that the Nukies suffered was because of an anomaly that they couldn't possibly cure. So that somehow went really good for the Nukies, even though they almost all went crit there. The RPG basically almost won the crew the round right there, but not quite. Even with the team damage, they seemingly pulled through. I see multiple like X-ray cannons sitting around that have decent amount of shots left in them. Nukies pushing back up to this, what I'd call almost a literal fortification. Seems like who's left of the crew is also in here. A bit of team damage, downing that security officer, but they were also definitely really hurt at that point. Nukie crit, but they're definitely just going to drag him off and heal him. The crew has in no position to be able to actually push and make sure that person stays dead. They seemingly got another reinforcement at some point, because they're back up to 7 now. So they had more reinforcements just sitting in their backpacks. So their numbers have actually grown since they have entered the station, which is... I don't know if I've ever seen that, to be honest. I don't know if I've seen reinforcements happen this late and mid-round of a Nukie, but the crew has no chance at this point, right? This is back to a 6v, like, whatever. I don't even... Are there even 6 crew members alive in the bar at this point? Nukie's tearing down their windows and walls from multiple angles at this point. I really don't think there's any reasonable way the crew can hold this. They're getting attacked from multiple angles. These windows are not that tanky against energy swords, which have structural damage. Team damage going on. Wild spray downs the captain. This is just a slaughter at this point. It's a space adder just biting the crew or biting the Nukies. Multiple even? I can't really tell because they're invisible. The RPG got some revenge on the crew there. That's brutal. Medical bay basically unused because pretty much everyone just kind of grouped together on the crew side and died together. Minor amount of crew left here, but they're not people who are going to be fighting. They're just getting gunned down mercilessly. Literally tap firing to finish them off. That's so brutal. Nukies have just armed the nuke in... Warning. Honestly, it looks like a bathroom to me, but I think that is the vault. There's a CMO with a very interesting sounding gun. Also just pretty much instantly gunned down. Oh, that's the Falcon. The commander just shouted out that there's potential enemy reinforcements, and there are people now talking on the Centcom radio, so potential ERT from an admin to stop the Nukies here. I mean, this was a pretty one-sided slaughter, so I feel like ERT would be fairly responsible. That is indeed an ERT commander showing up. Oh my god, they are fast. Oh, they have fucking speed boots? They are so fast. Nukie's seemingly having a really hard time shooting someone who moves that fast with that much armor. Oh my... More ERT members showing up, just dumping bullets down this too wide hallway. Don't think 2 ERT members are going to be enough to stop this. Oh, okay. It is not just 2 ERT members. There are 5 additional ERT members showing up to the west. I don't think they could possibly disarm it at this point. The commander just running for their life, trying to survive the nuke blast at this point. Good flank from the ERT. In usual ERT fashion, they always show up just a little too late to even possibly stop the nuke. That gun also sounds really cool. Well, I don't think any of the Nukies survived. ERT at least guaranteed mutual death there, but interesting seeing a DeltaV Warops ERT round. I was not even expecting the ERT, even though I'm pretty sure the comment suggesting this said there's ERT, but I'm just forgot. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed seeing some DeltaV action, and thank you for watching.